What's up, YouTube? This your boy Preach coming to y'all with another advanced guide for Bleeding Edge, man. We're actually talking about Daemon this time. This is the guide video where we go over the in-depth details about Daemon, teach you different things you can do with him, to play with him, and we just break him down. So, without further more, let's go ahead and dive into him. All right, so Daemon, he's a melee damage assassin. He also has he has different abilities. He has shift, which allows you to charge to your target, and you press X and you can do a spinning attack. It's good for like AOE, clearing a whole bunch of enemies. You also have a stealth ability. If you press Y, you can actually stealth at any time. It's good for like breaking line of sight, getting out of combat. Now you will have to invade in order to get out of combat. You couldn't stealth while you're getting hit, so make sure you are out of combat and then you pop your stealth ability. If you're on fire, say Nidhogger lets you on fire, you cannot stealth while you're under any type of effect, cursed or anything like that. So make sure you evade and get out of combat, and then you can pop your stealth to get away. All right. His next move is Shurikens. Basically, Shurikens, what Shurikens does is slow enemies down and it drains their health over time. The coolest thing about this ability, it can be modded to make it actually do a lot more damage, or if you wanted to slow down your targets even more, you can do that as well. So it's really cool if you can mod Shurikens to actually put out a lot of damage or to slow people down, because it can really help your team in team fights. Now, to go over the basics, man, one of the passives that Daemon has that a lot of other characters don't have in this game is his ability to be able to wall jump. Okay? Now, you can do it at any time, and basically any time in an arena, you can wall jump, you can climb the buffs, you can get around the map very easy. So make sure you're using that to your advantage, man. Always play towards your character's passives when possible. There's times in certain maps where I need to get health, and I'll just wall jump up to the health where I have to walk up the ramp and go around this way and all that stuff. So make sure you're using your passive. Or make sure you're using Daemon's passive to help you out. Okay? Now we go over supers. Daemon has Shadow Strike and Death Mark. Now, Shadow Strike is more of your, kind of like your AoE. If you're fighting multiple targets, you're gonna pull this off when you're in combat, or when you're in a team fight and there's a lot of targets kind of stacked. This is when you want to pull that off. Now, all they have to do is walk out your ultimate, so make sure they're stunned or they have some way to kind of stay in the ultimate. This way they absorb a majority of the damage. You don't want to pop your ultimate and then your enemies just run outside and then they're not, you just standing there with your sword in the ground like, what the fuck? What am I doing? What am I doing? And stuff like that. So, a next ability he has Death Mark. Grants extra damage against your marked target. So what Daemon will do is he'll mark a certain person. He'll put like an eye over them, and basically they are marked for death. All right, you want to focus that target, because if you kill them, you can cast it again within 5 seconds for free. So that means if you need to burst someone down, you'll mark them, burst the healer down, or whoever you need to burst down. Then while they are marked, if you kill them, you'll get it back, and you can go into the fight again and mark somebody for death and do the same thing again, rinse and repeat. So it's a lot of fun. It's death to mark. It's really kind of hard to use, but it's rewarding. It's very rewarding ability when you can pull it off. All right. Next thing we do have, he does have the parry. He does have the evade as well. So make sure you're using those to kind of keep up with enemies if they're trying to get away. Yeah, for an opener for Daemon, I usually stealth in, or I usually walk in and it's just start slashing, and then starting my combo from there, and then saving my stealth so I can get out of combat. Now, pay attention to his Y ability, because it's a stealth and it's a sleep. So what you can do is, when you say, for instance, someone you're getting engaged, you back out of the fight, you pop your stealth. Say, for instance, there's somebody in that fight that you don't want casting abilities, like maybe like a healer or something like that. What you can do is, while Daemon stealth, walk up to him and press Y again. Daemon will spray paint in their face, and this will put them to sleep. Okay. Now, if they're hit, it will actually interrupt them and they'll wake up. But if you leave them alone, you can take the healer out of the fight, and no one can get that healer out of that unless the healer is knocked down or hit by one of your teammates and stuff like that. So there's quite a different ways you can play him, man. His abilities are really cool. He's probably one of the funnest DPS characters to play. Always fight with your team. That's probably one of the things I highly recommend. A lot of people seem to play Daemon as like kind of like an assassin, but they don't really fight with their team. They always look to gank. But in team fights, he can hold his own. So make sure you get in fights. Help out your teammates, man. Yeah, you can do your stealth solo stuff as well, but Daemon really shines to me when he's helping out his teammates in battle. So, all right, and then let's go over a few mods. I haven't done anything with Daemon as far as modding, but I'm gonna kind of like just a little bit kind of show you what's available for him, and you can do whatever kind of mods you want with him. If you guys also have a good mod selection that you like to run, it's all personal preference. So make sure you share or post some information below. We can debate about it and stuff like that, go back and forth. But this is really just to help out everybody that's coming to the game that's having a hard time, or people that just want to be able to get in there and just slaughter things, man. All right, so let's look at mods. Some of the mods he has. I'm gonna slide my camera over 1 second. I'm gonna just drink myself real quick. Hold on, y'all. There we go. We're gonna get really small. All right. So slept enemies. So this first one says slept enemies are silenced for 2 seconds upon awaken. So that's really good. Say for instance you sleep a healer, basically for 2 seconds upon awakening, they can't cast any abilities, so they can't heal nobody. All right. Increase shift strike damage. That's his X ability. Increase the damage of that. Successfully hitting an enemy with shift strike grants 50 HP. Shield for 1.5 seconds. It's a little tanky for his little tanky build. Increased shift strike's dash range for 50%. We also have increased Shuriken's slow duration by 2 seconds. This is actually a pretty good ability, honestly. Not bad. It's not bad. You know, the one thing about the Shurikens always come in handy. However you mod them. So, increases Shuriken's bleed duration by 2 seconds. Increases Shuriken's range by 33%. Increases sleep duration by 2 seconds. And then we have stealth no longer has a time limit. Now this is one of the mods that I know that a lot of people might like to run, but his stealth usually lasts for quite a long time. I mean, unless you're somebody just want to run around map stealth, but then you make a trade-off in damage if you do so. So I don't know. It just depends on how you want to play. But ghosting is it's cool. I mean, it's cool. You know, it could be that Assassin's Creed. All right. Increase stealth movement speed bonus by 20%. That's nice. Increase the damage bonus of the first attack out of stealth by 30%. Victimize. Enemies affected by death mark receive 50% reduced healing. So this is why Daemon is crucial with death mark. Okay, this mod right here, when you target the healer and you need to burn the healer down, they will receive less damage. Or if you need to burn anybody down, they will receive less damage, less healing. So this is what I'm actually working towards to get victimized, because it is a beast. All right. Increase death mark duration by 2.5 seconds. That's not bad. Increase shadow strike damage by 2% of the target's maximum health on each hit. That sounds still not bad. Increases shadow strike slow effect by 20%. Increases basic attack damage by 7.5. So anyone that's want to focus on just having your basic damage do a lot of damage, Sharpened Blade is what you want to have on. Okay. Freeloader. Each successful basic attack grants a 10 HP. So this allows you to stay in a fight a little bit longer, especially in team fights. All you have to do is just keep on slicing away, man. You can stay in a team fight for a good period of time, and especially if you're getting healed on top of that, you're good to go. All right. Increases basic health by 100 HP. Increases base movement speed by 10%. And last but not least, we got clipping. Each successful basic attack reduces the cooldown of stealth by 0.3 seconds. So this is what I'm currently running on my Daemon build right now. I'm running Sharpened Blade, Freeloader, and Flyer. Now you can run whatever you want. If you guys figured out a cool little build that you want to run, post it in the comment section below. But this concludes your guide of Daemon, advanced guide. If you guys have any other tips about Daemon or just anything, bro, anything you want to teach Daemon players about, drop those comments below, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you next time.